Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Snippet Podcast. My name is James, and I'm joined once again by my co-host, Mr. Raf. Raf, how are you doing, man?
All good, bro. What's popping? It's Tuesday. We're chilling, and we're back again for another podcast-a-loony.
Yes, mate. So what are we doing today? We are going to be doing a new series called The Snippet Show. So what is this? So basically it's kind of inspired by True Geordie's kind of True News, and also kind of Joe Weller's waffling in a way where we just kind of like chat a load of garb, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is the first episode, and what are we going to be talking about? So I don't know what we've both been up to. We're going to be reflecting on the previous podcast that we've done with our first female guest, the good reception that we had with Luke. And we're going to reflect on the Snippet Podcast so far and how far it's come and what's to come in the future, and a bunch of other stuff too. So it should be interesting. But yeah, Raf, should we jump straight into it?
Let's go, bro. I'm ready for it. So, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Well, it's been a bit mad because I'm just looking at the notes for this show, and we wrote this a long time ago.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
a lot has happened since then, isn't it?
A lot has happened since then. But what have I been up to? A lot, man. A lot. I'll tell you something now, and I think I've mentioned this on the previous podcast, is that like I've never been so productive. I would say in my life. There's probably a point in my life where I've been more productive, like at uni or something. But in a very, very long time, let's put it that way. And it's been really good, man. I've had some time to reflect. Like I took a week off work recently, which is really nice, and I did lots of walking in the park, lots of reading, which I'll speak about shortly as well. And yeah, obviously the working on the YouTube channel, which I'll speak about a bit later too, which has been really good. And yeah, my mind's been occupied all the time. I'm doing lots of exercise as well. And generally, mate, yeah, just been really good, man. How's everything been with you?
Yeah, I would have to say exactly the same, really, bro. Just been doing exercise, being productive a lot more now as well, seeing as I'm indoors more. I'm doing a lot of manual work as well, which is good. Reading, of course, as well. Got to keep up to date with the knowledge. Recently been jumping back on the gaming as well, so hopefully we have a nice little session on that as well.
I forgot that what I was going to say. Bear Warzone, man.
The one thing now, I've been addicted. I've been playing it for 1 day, well 2 days now, addicted already. I'm like, yeah, we'll jump on straight up.
That's it, man. You're in. That's it. There's no,
honestly,
no going back now.
It feels good. I'll mention about that later on. But apart from that, everything's been good, man. Definitely been going for my walks, doing the running as well, obviously in-house training and that. Keeping up with the food, diet and everything.
Yeah.
But YouTube as well, just trying to push myself a little bit here and there when I can. 1 video a week, maybe 2. I don't want to burn it out, but at the same time, it's all good, man. So far, so good.
And how are you feeling in general? Like obviously with the whole coronavirus stuff going on, and it's been going on for a long time now.
Yeah, definitely. I'm feeling good compared to before. Obviously, a little bit of an anxiety thing, but that's controlled. It's not as bad as it could be because it could have just gone. I was going to say left, but that's my right, so I'm going to say left that way. But yeah, I'm feeling okay, man. Obviously, working from home, you know, you're with your family, you're staying safe, going out minimalistically, and obviously, from what we've heard now on the news, it's starting to go down a little bit, but at the same time, there's still that little rate and threat there, so it's a bit mad. But I'm feeling all right. I'm chatting to you lot, play with you guys and online, and, you know, we do our quizzes, and it's always good to chat to you guys every week as well. But apart from that, all good. What about you?
Yeah, mate. I'm just, going back to the first point I said, really, generally, I'm feeling quite good. You know, obviously the exercise and all that stuff and staying productive, it's just, keeping me sane, to be honest. And it's weird. I could arguably say I'm feeling better than before sort of corona, because again, with regards to taking time to reflect and doing some really good reading, I feel like I've elevated myself a bit more as well. So it's been good. Like I felt like I pressed the reset button during this whole coronavirus season, and it's been good, man. Like I've been a lot more present, and less worried about the future and stuff, and just like doing shit and just see where things go. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I'm in a good place right now, which is just really weird to say that considering the pandemic that we're in.
But it's good though. It's good because, you know, it could be much worse. It could be much worse. You know, you got, like, for example, people that are losing jobs, people that are going through obviously their own situations with families. Some people may have, God forbid, like, you know, the actual virus itself. And obviously, we hope that they get better. But yeah, man, you got to be grateful. Got to be grateful.
Of course. It's interesting what you were saying, or we're both saying actually at the very beginning about how sort of productive we've been and how good we're feeling and stuff. What I was going to ask was like, do you reckon, sort of asking myself this as well, do you reckon we'll be this productive after we're allowed to go back outside again, like to do more leisurely stuff?
I don't know, man. Like, you know what the thing is though, bro, is like, even though when the lockdown eases and when we can start go back to quote unquote normal life, it's not going to be normal straight away, and it's going to take a long time for things to pick themselves up. I mean, the economy's for one thing as well. But I mean, from how we are now, we could definitely take away some positives from it and maybe try and see if we can maintain it in our lifestyle. And obviously the way we talk each week with the boys and everything, we could probably try and like motivate each other to try and keep it up and stuff. But I don't know. I think the ball's in our court really for when it comes to these sort of things, because we're taking the time to be, obviously, you know, even though we have more time on our hands, we're taking the time to make sure that we are productive. I guess the same thing could be said for like, if we want to just continue being productive and keeping that, you know, productivity in the future. Do you know what I mean? But I think from the maturity levels that we all have, and for us as well, I think we could. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. The maturity levels actually. Oh, 1 second. I'm just going to freaking charge my laptop because I don't want it to die during this podcast. Okay, we're good.
We interrupt this moment for the charging of the HP laptop.
Right, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I think, you made a good point, just like about the maturity levels as well. I think after this, I'll probably remain productive. Like I said, just because of, you know, how passionate I've been about the YouTube stuff recently as well. And again, the reading and what I've been reading so far, it's been good. But I suppose on the topic of coronavirus, like, when do you think it's going to end then? I think we spoke about this before. I think we did a whole podcast on it, didn't we?
Yeah,
but,
leave that in the description.
Yeah.
But I think with the current state how it's going right now, obviously they predicting June, July for it to, like, you know, start to open up some hospitality.
It's June now, isn't it?
Well, there you go. It's the 2nd of June, bro. Like,
yeah.
Where's the time gone? So, wow, June. Jeez. Gone quick. I was going to say month for a year, but yeah, it's gone quick. I don't know, man. The time it does end, is there going to be anything left of summer? Yesterday was the first day of summer. Like, we're in this new season now, and on top of it, we've still got this thing going on. I don't know, bro. I mean, I would want to say hopefully end of July, August, but it's just the constant thing of people still going out, of course, you know, the new rules that we'll speak about later and everything, and how people aren't giving a shit about the rules in general. They're still having it. There's still cases going on. There's still deaths that are happening as well. But I do think that hopefully it will start to flat out and ease a little bit, and then hopefully we can regain the urge to actually like leave our front doors comfortably without having to wear a belly and sunglasses.
Yeah, I think I would have to disagree with regards to it finishing in July. I think maybe the rules might be a bit, how should I say, like eased off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think I've said this to you before and to other people as well. Like, I predicted a while ago, I genuinely think normality will begin, i.e. we're allowed to go into pubs, bars, go into freaking 60,000 seater stadiums comfortably in November. I do think that's going to be the return to normality. And that's providing we don't have a second wave either. But it's a shame, I say November, because it could have been a lot earlier. You know, we're seeing with Spain and Italy, they were affected really, really bad with it. And their measures, they approached it really, really well. And generally we didn't. And we're kind of seeing it in our country at the moment with regards to the uproar of Boris and the Tories in general and everything. And Dominic Cummings, is it? Dominic Cummings?
Yeah.
And that's just spiraled, and now people are abusing the rules because of he's setting a bad example and whatnot. But yeah, like, do you know what? Just before this podcast, I was having a chat with my flatmate, and he's Italian, and he was saying about how strict the measures were in Italy. And he was saying, like, people could be fined up to 3,000 euros. So I think the first fine was like 300 euros or something, and then it goes up bit by bit, and it could actually reach 3,000. Now it gets a bit complicated because obviously if you're living on the street or something, then you can't even pay that. But the fact that measure is even in place is like, whoa,
That's
it's a
that's a
statement
bit
of
of
intent, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. They've got something enforced to make sure that people don't break it, otherwise they're going to be spending
Yeah,
a
and
lot of
it's
money.
worked. It's worked, and it wasn't just defining measures. It was like how many people could see each other at a time and whatnot. Whereas we right now, the rules right now are 6 people can see each other. It's
In a
like
private garden, but have to maintain the 2 meter gap.
yeah, you just might as well say 10 people because
Yeah.
if police see, do you know what, it would have been interesting to. I'm not going to say name, obviously, because in case he digs me out. But one of our friends obviously is a police officer. It would have been good to get his opinion
Yeah.
if he came on. But
Oh yeah. We'll see if we can get him on maybe.
yeah, but yeah, it's just it's a shame, man. It's a shame with regards to where we are at the moment because we're still a long way away. I think the other day we still had 2,000 infections in one day or something.
Yeah,
Spain and Italy,
there's still big numbers.
200
Yeah.
per day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And they're in Spain and looking at the deaths as well, like England was having about 100 to 300, whereas for Spain, like I remember because obviously I've got family in Spain, there was only like 2 deaths or 4 or 5 deaths. And obviously they could be from previous cases, but still it's the fact that they're maintaining it really, really well. And we are behind, but
Sean was saying something interesting to me the other day though, which is, do you reckon they're just lying? It's a good question, I suppose.
it depends, man. Like I can't really question it at this time.
Yeah.
And
Because we saw what we saw with China, right? Like China suddenly just drastically dropped in numbers and suddenly all their lockdowns are lifted and everything. But China's just a freaking enigma, man. Like no one knows what's going on there, really.
Yeah. Japan have recently had their emergency state lifted as well. Because obviously with the whole, because obviously I watched the Pokemon anime and other different animes as well. They were put on hold for months as well due to the pandemic because the creators had to work from home and not be in the office. But now they've lifted the emergency ban. The anime's coming back, but at the same time they were mentioning about how Japan could be getting a second wave. So it's a bit like they're pushing everything, their content all to go back out again. But then if a second wave comes, then they're going to have to crawl back inside.
Yeah.
It's going to cause a lot of disruption, conspiracy and everything. It's just a bit mad.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think, is South Korea near Japan? Bad geography. But anyway, South Korea, speaking of Asia, South Korea have had a second wave and they've had to go back a little bit into some lockdown measures. I need to do a bit more research on that, but I just know that they've had a second wave. So clearly they haven't handled it very well. I hope the UK can learn from their mistakes. We didn't do it when we didn't learn from Italy and Spain's mistakes. So I hope, we analyse what's going on there and we don't make the same mistakes, basically. But
fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's mad. I mean, obviously, I would like this to end as soon as possible. I want to see family and go back home and whatnot. But yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. You've got to look at the positive side of things, really. Like we said, about how productive we're being and whatnot. So
exactly. We're getting a lot of stuff done. And hopefully when the lockdown ends, we keep that stuff and 2 birds with 1 stone.
That's it, bro. That's it. So speaking of keeping positive then, I'll go back to what I was saying before about why I was feeling good and what I'm reading and stuff. So I've got a couple of books here actually, which I've recently finished and would highly recommend. So the first one I've got for the visually impaired, I'm holding this up to the screen and it's called How to Own the World, a plain English guide to thinking globally and investing wisely. Now, the reason I got that book was because I'm saving money, but I didn't feel any richer, right? Just generally speaking. And so I decided to get this book, and it's a book which basically teaches you a little bit about money in general and how to invest. And after reading it, my eyes were freaking opened, man. I won't do a book review right now, obviously, but all I'm saying is that if you think you're like myself, who thought they wasn't getting any wealthier from saving money and they just want to know about money a bit more in general, I would highly recommend. It's called How to Own the World. It has really good reviews. It's a bestseller on Amazon.
Leave the link in the description when we do it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And then the second one I recently finished was called God at Work. This is one more for the spiritually and religious minded. And this is just a really, really nice book. It's by Ken Costa. And basically the book is about how to apply biblical practices at work and why work is meaningful and why God has put us here to work. Like work is something which we're supposed to do and we shouldn't frown upon it. so that was a really nice read, and again, would recommend for anyone, even for anyone that's maybe atheist or whatever, or agnostic.
Just for knowledge, really. Just for knowledge.
Yeah. Just, get away from the confirmation bias and, pick it up and give it a go. But obviously, of course, for the religious minded as well, would highly recommend get yourself closer to God and whatnot. So yeah, man. So they're two really, really eye-opening books that I've read recently during the whole coronavirus. And yeah, it's been really good. So as a result of reading the investing book, I've been looking more into investing and putting my money in different places.
Yeah.
So yeah, really happy I read that, man. Really happy I read that. It was good.
Good on you, bro. Good on you. I like to hear that. It's good. Progression.
Yes, sir. What else is going on? Reading down here. Oh, fucking, of course, yeah. Why's my camera gone? Why is it turned off? Again,
we interrupt you again.
And we're back. Hello, can you see me? I hope
Yes.
so. All right, okay. So yeah, secondly is the YouTube channel which I started. Guys, I've finally got around to starting my channel, Barrett Gaming, and I'm freaking loving it, man. I'm absolutely loving it. It's been really fun. It's long work, obviously, with the editing and stuff, but it's good. It's different, and I really like it.
It's a good challenge, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's fun.
Coming from my side, obviously, it's the same as well. But like, when you sit down at your desk and you're like, right, I'm gonna script this video. Right, I'm gonna record this video, and then you go through the whole cycle of editing, voiceover, transitions, and then it's the fact that you've literally just captured something from your TV, got a couple of images of Google, ping, 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 made a video. And I have to say, I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but well done to you, bro. I'm really proud of how you're going with it.
Yeah.
My bro's hit 60 subs already. Leave it in the description. Be sure to check it out.
59 now, someone unsubbed, but that's all
We'll
right.
make it 60. Man's making a fake account afterwards. Don't worry, man's making a fake account. But yeah, make sure you check it out, guys. If you enjoy Pez, we're going to be doing a bit of Warzone. We're going to be doing some gaming as well. Stay tuned on this channel and on Baz's channel. But still, we'll let Baz continue.
Yeah, no, big up yourself as well, Raf, man. Like, you've obviously brought your fan base over to my channel, so yeah, it's been really helpful.
For the Mandem, minor. Don't worry, bro.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm going to keep going with that, guys. Yeah, it's fun, and I'm actually waking up earlier now to do more editing and stuff for it, so it's a reason to wake up earlier and sort of be productive. So it's nice,
a good
man.
skill as well, man. Like,
of course,
there's a lot of jobs that before I got my recent role, I was looking around at loads of different jobs for like video editing, graphics, even someone that looks after the simplest of things like descriptions and details and stuff that looks after it. They're paying big money for that because obviously it depends on the company, the institution, or whatever it is. They're on it. YouTube itself is incredible how it's pushed so many opportunities for people. Like some of the biggest stars in the world have come from the back of their computer, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to put some time into.
Of course, man. Yeah. And also, speaking of YouTube, man, I've got to big up yourself again. Jeez, man, you've been getting the views and the subs, man, baby.
When you're into Pokemon, and you got all this mad thing, then it's a bit different. But thank you, bro, for trying. Just trying to keep it up, obviously, because, there has been, like I said, something to do with the pandemic for Pokemon. And people are wanting to, stay up to date with it. They want to hear videos. Like, during the whole pandemic, episodes were cut. So us content creators were thinking, right, how are we going to be able to make videos if episodes are cut? Obviously, we've got our own ideas, but when new episodes come, new ideas can be extracted from that. So thankfully, my pen and pad was here. I had my ideas ready beforehand, and I managed to push them out. And thanks be to God and to the guys, obviously, it's going well. And obviously, you've got to say big shout out to OT, all the boys and everyone, and yourself for all the support and everything.
Sir.
Motivation, man. But just got to keep going. Like, I don't really have this. It's good to get a certain amount of views, but at the same time, if I reach a certain limit, a certain goal, and if I'm content with the video itself, I'm content with everything. Honestly, I'm
that's the way to be.
What reception it is, but it's not always about the numbers, man. Sometimes you just got to figure out how you're pointing yourself.
Yeah, well, despite that, anyway, fully deserved, man. Like, you've put freaking years into it, and the views are coming in and stuff, and you've got sponsors as well, which is really freaking cool. So
man, like Raid Shadow Legends, make sure you come for Barrett Gaming next. I see you. I'll big up my bro, man. Thanks for
one day. But
yes.
So just going back to what you were saying then, do you reckon because of the corona and the cancelling of the show is the reason why the numbers have gone up, is because people are looking to keep up to date and just find Pokemon related content?
I would say yes and no, because what happens is there's a Japanese magazine called Pokefan and Korokoro, which essentially leaks upcoming information about Pokemon around the 13th, 14th, or 15th day of the month. When that information comes out, people are still getting a lot of traffic from it because they're just like, oh, this guy's made a video on it, blah, blah, blah. But when the anime has stopped and when you put out a video, you're going to get more people chilling at home. You're going to get more people on YouTube. You're going to get more kids that are not going to school. So the viewership is going to go up. But I have noticed since some countries have been easing their lockdown, the views have gone down a little bit. But it's still good to see so many people that have subbed from before still be active and be like, you know what? Oh, I'm going to catch up on this video later on. So it's good. But at the same time, it is, yes, some of it is to do with Corona. Some of it isn't. But at the same time, YouTube's funny, man. The algorithm's funny at the end of the day. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. Well, again, mate, well done. And
thank you, bro. Same to you,
man. I hope the success continues, my friend. So yeah,
we shall see.
Keep it going. So yeah, moving on. What else is happening? What have I got here? So yeah, mate, let's talk about the podcast. Let's talk about Snippet in general and where we've come. Do you know what? Let's speak about the podcast we had with Luke first, because we've been wanting to speak about this for a while, and the good reception we had. I absolutely loved it, and I'm sure you did too. And it was probably. I mean, we've had some deep podcasts, but I mean,
probably the most serious compared to. Well, obviously, there's general topics in the world and everything, but probably the most serious, closest to us. Because he's our mate and everything.
Exactly, absolutely correct. I think, because of that, and just like connecting with someone over the camera, it was probably the deepest and most like sincere podcast. You know what I mean? So and it was really, really good to get a good reception from that too, and kind of raise awareness, I suppose, for kind of Luke's. It's weird. I don't like saying condition, but okay, I'll say condition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. And it was good to see, obviously from Luke's side, how he portrayed himself on camera and doing the podcast. Because normally when we chat to him in person and everything, it's different. It's more laid back. You're like, oh yeah, of course, mate. But now my man had the flipping helicopter headset on. He was sitting down, went straight in. Big up Luke though. Obviously, it's a heavy thing for you to go through, bro. And obviously, me and Jay are really happy for you and proud of you, just like the boys are. But I think you've done a smashing job, and the way we managed to open him up a little bit with our questions, our thoughts, and what we how we thought of it from the very beginning when we met him. Definitely helped him.
Yeah, of course. And I watched the video which either yourself or Luke spoke about on the podcast, which was about that guy who went up on stage in front of his school, spoke in front of all the people. Oh man, that was amazing. That was so nice. I watched it and almost brought a tear to my eye, man.
It's very, very, very nice. Honestly, this guy getting bullied and everything, and then English teacher, I think it's his English teacher, I can't remember the top of my head. English teacher played music, put headphones in, and he was having boys in that room crying. It's very touchy, man. Obviously I can't personally relate to that, but seeing it from our friend's perspective, correlating to someone that's been on TV, there you go.
Yeah, big up. Very, very good. Guys, if you haven't watched it already, make sure you watch it. It's very, very good. And
in the description, we're putting it there.
In the description. But yeah, on the topic of Snippet, we also had our first female guest, which was really, really cool. We had Z Cookies, that's our alias. Her name is actually Denise. She came on. She spoke a bit about her life as a streamer, and that was really good, man. She had a brilliant energy, didn't she? She was really
definitely,
cool.
Definitely. She's fun, man. You get people that jump on a podcast and they're just like, so obviously like that and stuff. But it's good to just be yourself, come out of it, say it how it is. And
do you know what did you expect when she came on? Because I knew her from before, virtually.
No, I think when we introduced each other and she was like, oh hi, I'm Denise, blah blah blah, I could tell she's open. You're not gonna be wave your hand and be like, yo, get on with it now. Do you know what I mean? But it was good. She had good energy, and like you said, she gave us a lot of knowledge and tips about streaming. Obviously, I want to jump into streaming soon when I can get a better laptop and a better set of kit. I'm sure maybe you'll want to stream one day as well.
Yeah.
Depends on how you feel.
Maybe, yeah.
It was good to have a conversation with someone from a different platform as well, because I've only ever been on YouTube, and the only most I've done for streaming would be lives like on Instagram and Twitter. I've never done it on a well-known platform that is established for streaming. So it was good to see the different aspect and quote unquote, like we mentioned it, lifestyle of a streamer. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Denise, if you're watching. And
yeah. I'll just add as well. I think because of her energy and her confidence, I felt more confident too, like just being able to speak with her and stuff. Because I think, as you were saying at the beginning, like if someone that came on was a bit kind of like, it would make it harder for us to get out what we want to get out. And so,
it's like we were just sitting on a couch, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, man. Yeah, hit a nail on the head. So yeah, it was good. Very, very good.
Hopefully we get some more female guests on soon, because she was our first female guest, but we'll see what we can do.
we might get Alinity one day, who knows, speak about controversy or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, what else? I mean, I've also got here just to kind of reflect on like the whole journey, man. Like we've made like, is this our 17th episode now? I didn't even say the episode.
We've made a lot of videos. I think this is episode, I think it's episode 18.
Is it 18?
Hold on that thought. I've got it up here right now. I'm going to check. So episode 7, this would be episode 18 if we're counting it as a podcast. Obviously Snippet Show number 1. But yes, we'll be on 18. And obviously we've done funny videos. We've done our first gaming video. We've done, funny moments like I mentioned. And it's been going good. We just want to say, I have to say, let me bring up the stats. So we have, in total, 1 second, let me get this up, because this is where it's going to be nice. When did we first start it, Jay? How long ago did we start it?
Well, it was last year. I can't remember the month. I remember when...
2nd of June. 1 year today.
Wait, what? No! You're joking.
2nd of June. You see that?
What, that's when the channel was first created?
That's when it was made. Happy anniversary, my guy! Wow!
What kind of juju is this? Holy moly.
You know, I'm not doing no editing, no Photoshop. I know I'm good with that Photoshop shit, and I could do that, but I'm not. Look, welcome to the Snippet Podcast, hosted by James and Raf. Subscribe to the podcast and all our latest topics.
Oh my God.
Doing 2nd of June. My guy.
Big up ourselves, man. We're celebrating 1 year then. The Snippet Show.
1 year. 1 year, and that. Wow.
Damn. We should have done maybe our podcast should have been on like reflecting on the year.
Maybe we can name this the Snippet Show 1 year anniversary, or we could do another video.
The Snippet Show episode 1 year anniversary. Oh.
the Snippet Podcast.
It rolls off the tongue well.
I need to figure it out. But wow, man, 1 year today, bro. Damn.
Yeah, that's mad. That's gone quick. I didn't think it would be a year.
That is mad. We've made 21 videos. We've got 1,142 views and 41 subscribers.
Yeah, that's good, man. I think for 1 year, that's a good start. That's a good start.
Definitely. It's good that we kept the videos going.
Yeah, of course, man. Could you imagine if we just didn't do it?
I know.
I know. Obviously, maybe I wouldn't have started my channel either. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. It's motivation, isn't it? Like, obviously, we had a couple months gap here. Like, for example, when we got up to episode, a couple months in the gap year. Like, for example, when we got up to episode 7 on relationships, we had a 2-month gap before we started Shout Out City, and then obviously we started uploading up to episode 12. We had 2 months again, and then since then we've been consistent every week and every month, and wow, 1 year already, damn. I'm going to have to make sure we plug that on the socials and that later.
Yeah, that's it. Well, here's the next year, Raf, man.
Yeah, fingers crossed, man.
Enjoyed it.
We'll keep it going. Yeah, see if we can set ourselves a nice goal of maybe 100 subs by then, but we'll see what we could do.
Yeah. Well, I suppose this is a good time to discuss what we're doing going forward then, really. So you guys might have already seen that our most recently uploaded video was a gaming video. If you haven't seen that, check it out below. We basically
check it out if you want to see me get mashed up by this flipping.
No spoilers.
All right, cool.
But yeah, no, we decided to play a game because we've mentioned on previous podcasts that we do want to branch out into gaming because we enjoy gaming. We think we've got the personalities to do it too. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. We play a web-based game called Mini Royale 2, aka the biggest knockoff version of Warzone you'll ever see. But we played it because we don't have very good specs on our PCs. However, Raf, you have some important news to share with us, don't you?
Pokemon DLC is coming out on the 17th of June. Make sure you download it on your Nintendo Switch. Add me up on the Switch. No, I'm joking. I've got an Xbox One. I've got a pad. I've got a headset. And most of all, I've got flipping Warzone downloaded.
Yes.
And the main thing, I've got a capture card.
Oof.
So you know what that means. I'm going to be playing some Warzone soon. Might upload it on here. Might upload it on Baz's channel. Might even upload it on, I don't know, the internet. But
this is a worldwide exclusive of a possibility of a second channel.
Worldwide exclusive, for real. But yes, finally got Warzone now. You lot and the boys have just been going on about Raf, get Warzone, it'll be so fun. Finally got it. So I'm enjoying it so far. I've only played it for 2 days and I think I'm level 47 already. I'm sweating it out, but it's fun. It's fun. It's too fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Oh man, that's another thing I want to speak about is how much Warzone I've been playing. An unholy amount, man, but it's good.
It's good though, man. It's good because gaming improves our concentration and coordination. But I read some stat, I think it was like 15%, and you have a good time with your friends, and obviously we've been productive as well because there's certain people, that don't get the time nowadays to actually sit down and chill with their mates and just play games. Do you know what I mean? Like it's as we've gotten older. Like this is, for example, it's happened to me. Like as soon as FIFA 13 finished and Black Ops 2, I stopped playing games. I started to do more like of this sort of like YouTube thing. And then obviously when I got a Switch, I kind of jumped back into the gaming side. And I obviously wanted to jump back on Xbox and PlayStation because I had both of those consoles. And now I've managed to jump back into it. It's brought like a big nostalgic feeling. And it just reminds me of back when we were at school. We would come home from school, jump on Xbox, eat dinner, maybe do the homework the next day in class and then play some more and stuff. But it's good, man. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good to have a good Call of Duty back as well. I mean, some might disagree with that, but for me, this has been the best Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 3, which for me was probably one of the most underrated CODs ever. But ever since Modern Warfare 3 came out, the series just went to absolute shit, in my opinion. Yeah. But now they've returned to boots on the ground Call of Duty. Yeah. They've got the aspect of Battle Royale in it, and now it's just like everyone's playing this game, man. It's the biggest game in the world right now. Like,
no more sci-fi looking guns and jetpacks.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Didn't work.
Dead. But yeah, no, it's good you got it. So yeah, guys, we might be posting some more gaming videos, and who knows? We might be just renaming the channel to Snippet. We don't know yet, but we're kind of still discussing that.
We'll have it. We'll keep you guys updated. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and that because that's where all the updates are going to be. So yes, and obviously we'll update you in the videos when they come out as well.
Yes, sir. What else might we be doing? We might be doing. Well, we were wanting to do public videos, but obviously because of coronavirus, we're unable to do that, which is a bit peak. But obviously, once the quarantine is lifted, once the rules are lifted, then we can start recording again. We're thinking of doing like funny public videos or something. But let's see. We'll keep you updated on that one too. And also, we want to do some more videos with guests, don't we, Raf, I suppose?
Yeah, definitely. We're going to try and see if we can get some more of our mates on, get some other guests on. I was speaking to Jay about this recently. I've got a mate that wants to come back for another installment of the Drill podcast, for example. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. We want to try and get our friends involved as well because they do support us with it. They watch our podcasts. At least we hope they do, which I'm sure they do anyway. If they don't, at least they support us in that as well. That's good enough. But we want to try and get them on some different topics. It'll be fun to even maybe one day miraculously get all 11 of us sitting down in a room and have a massive group podcast, but that's going to take a lot of preparation and a lot of mics as well, and a lot
also
of cameras.
People agreeing to come on.
Oh yeah, that as well. Unless we have to do the blur face filter, but still, we'll definitely try and pitch out to some more people as well, and give us some names. Just fling them in the comments, fling them on Twitter. Give us some names that you want us to collaborate with, and we'll try and reach out to them.
Obviously not people like Russell Brand or Joe Weller or some shit. We're not.
Obviously
big.
Someone that's in our like field and like that we can actually get in contact with and not send an email and not get a response after like 3 years.
Yeah. So, do you know what I said? Russell Brand, like that is my. Who knows? I might look back at this in freaking 10 years time and I might actually I might actually have Russell Brand on this podcast. Who knows? But I would love to have, looking down the camera right now, I would love to have you, Russell, on this podcast, talk about spirituality, self-improvement, anything. You're the man.
Might even be for the 5th year anniversary for the Snippet Podcast.
Who knows, mate? Who knows? Drop a little message to our boy Russ and see what happens. Not talking the drill rapper. But yeah, that's it with regards to Snippet, man. I think we're doing well, and obviously big up again, Raf, for 1 year, man.
Yeah, big up, bro.
So, what else is going on? What else is happening, mate? I ran 5K in under 30 minutes the other day, Raf.
That is really good, bro. Obviously, very, very tough, especially with the heat. And I don't know if you suffer from hay fever. Do you suffer from hay fever?
I don't, but yeah, running in the heat was fucking hard.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's good that you managed to do it. Obviously, I've started to do my runs as well, but I've had to take a backbone because my allergies are moving mad. I don't know if you can see, just even by looking at my eyes in this podcast, they're a bit swollen because I
would if your camera was freaking at least 480p, bro. Come on.
Oh, come on, man. Allow it, man. It's got it's the Intel webcam HD thing, shitty bloody thing. But still, yeah, like as soon as the allergies go down, I definitely want to jump back onto the runs. I've been doing self-workouts at home, like literally just in this small pathway of my room, been doing the press-ups, crunches, everything, sit-ups, everything. I even use some of my bedside furniture. What I've started to do is I've trying to master a technique for one-arm push-ups. And obviously it's a bit hard when you've got to spread your legs out, arm behind your back. So I'm using a bit of support first, and it's going well. It's going well. For some reason, my weak arm, my left arm, is managing to hack the one-arm press-ups better than my stronger right arm. And I don't know what's going on there, but I'll have a chat with them later and see if maybe they can bring something a little bit. But yeah, man, exercise is important. We've been setting this little, how can I say, little bubble for now. And we've only got a certain amount of space that we can utilize. So it's good that we're keeping up the exercise and replenishes the mind and thoughts and everything as well.
Have you got any workout videos or anything you're using at the moment?
I was using a couple of, it's funny I say this. Imagine, I was on Instagram and I just saw a couple of photos. You're getting them silly ads, like it's like, do this 10-minute workout, do this 5-minute workout. Yeah. And I was following those, but I put a longer duration on them. So I tried to work out for about half an hour, have some breaks in between them, obviously, to make sure that, you don't wound yourself and, pull muscle or anything. But if you have any videos that you recommend, bro, drop them to me on WhatsApp. I'm definitely down to follow those. And,
yeah. I'm using a guy called, well, it's not a guy, it's a brand or a company. They're called Thenex. You might have heard of them before. I'm not sure. But they just post a lot of home workouts, basically. And I've been following mainly their chest and their ab workouts. And they're freaking killers, man. Absolute killers. They're really, really good. So yeah, I can drop that in the...
Well, you know what they say? They say if it hurts... Yeah, definitely, bro. They say if it hurts, then you're doing it right, I guess, because you're working your muscles, so...
Of course. I wonder if... But by the way, sorry, I keep looking at my thumb or my bloody nail because I've got this freaking nail that's like almost come off and it's really annoying and it hurts. Sorry, anyway. Oh my God, I completely lost my train of thought. Workouts. Oh my god.
I'm gonna ask. I wonder.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yes, hold on. I wonder if gyms will be as successful as they were because maybe people are learning a lot more about working out from home now.
Yeah, and they've got their own home equipment, so they might not have to actually go to the gym. Obviously, some people prefer to go to the gym to be in that atmosphere and be like, but at the same time, yeah, maybe if they've got the stuff at home and they're able to do it, then saving money, saving travel expenses and costs, and
yeah, and easy as well, very easy, no equipment needs or anything. I don't know. Maybe gyms will lose a bit of profit, but at the same time, there might be loads of people out there who are like, "I need to get back in the gym. I can't wait for it to happen." So I don't know. Yeah, they probably might remain the same. I don't know. But yeah, speaking of sort of physical and mental improvement, there's one thing which I'm still looking to improve on majorly, and I feel a little bit bad in a way because we've recorded a whole freaking podcast about this, and it's what I'm speaking about is pornography and masturbation. And I remember saying in that podcast at the very end specifically, I was like, right, I am going to avoid porn at all costs. And it just has not happened. Now, I was going to make an excuse like it's Corona season and, you know, we're locked indoors. So it's very easy to make your mind go, do you know what, let's masturbate, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like I've gotten worse with it, and I've freaking got back into old habits, and I just want to get better at that. I don't know if it's been the same with you or anything, but...
Do you feel like it's because of stress? Are you stressed and that you need to, like, you feel like, right, I need to let one...
No, I don't think so. I think
Because you're being
honestly,
you're being quite productive, but you just do it because you get like that. Oh, I want to do it. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's just because like we're confined to freaking four walls all day, man. It's like obviously when you're indoors, that's the time when you can masturbate, right?
Yeah.
You know, providing you're a freaking normal, sane person at least, anyway. But yeah, I don't know. There's more incentive to do it, I guess, because.
Don't worry, it's fine because I've broken my streak as well. I'm exactly the same. Honestly, I've done it as well. Like I don't know what it is. Like there's one time I'm just in bed and I'm like, yeah, no, honestly, I'm the same. Yeah. I haven't done it for a while now since. Okay, it's not a while, but I'll say a week. But still, it's a week. Like you know, the days are going quicker. The days are being shorter and stuff like that. So. Got to try and keep it up again. See if I can beat my 4 weeks streak.
Oh, you smashed it last time.
I know. Like I don't know what happened. I think it's just because when we came back from Dam and everything, and it was just feeling. I was calm in it. It was just cool. I was just like, you know what, just gonna get on my work now. I'm gonna focus on YouTube and stuff. But the thing is, though, even though when I do that, I still feel like the productivity level. Yep, I do. Even when the productivity level is still there, because I think I've gotten into the habit now to actually maintain that productivity from the period before. Do you know what I mean? So it's sticking there, and it's not really affecting me that much because I get all my stuff done, and then at the end of the day, I'm either chilling or I'm like, okay, let's
bust a nut.
Well, I'm busting up. Yeah, I'm busting up, bruv. I'm fun about it. Women, maturity, busting up. But yeah, it's a funny one. It is a funny one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think just generally, like I was just thinking about it recently, and I don't know. I want to get better at it. Like I think before coronavirus, made us stay indoors. I think I was actually doing fairly well. I just want to kind of get back to those levels again. This is another reason why I want quarantine to end ASAP because, less incentive to freaking wank.
Yeah. Don't worry, keep pushing, bro. You never know.
Yeah. I know Joe Weller, he's like proper actively decided to not do it anymore. And fair play to him, especially during freaking Corona. Like it must be very tough.
He hasn't got a girlfriend anymore, no?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, it's mad, like any women that watch this must be thinking, Jesus, you're speaking like it's freaking you're in World War II or some shit. Just stop touching your knob.
It's ladies, it's just women, like...
Do you know what? Having said that, some women might have the same problem too. Like,
sure.
It's not just men that masturbate, right? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what? That would be a good podcast. That'd be a good follow-up. Female masturbation.
Need to start looking for some girls to get on the podcast then.
Yeah, start sending messages around. Excuse me, do you masturbate or not?
Would you like to join us on a Wednesday for a quick chat?
On Wank Wednesday.
That's a good one. That's a new series. You're going to got the Snippet Show and then we've got the Wank Wednesdays.
Oh my God. What weren't we speaking about maturity levels earlier? What's going on?
Yeah, that ended like 10 minutes ago, bro. Don't worry about
it. That's it. Oh my God. Yeah, what else, man, with regards to that kind of improvement? Yeah, I wanted to go to bed earlier and waking up a bit earlier. But the reason being because I want to start doing more editing in the morning before I start work. Also, get my brain working. Just, get more stuff done already because I'm trying to get more episodes out now because you might have seen at the moment I'm maybe getting 1, maximum 2 out per week. I want to up that to 3, possibly 4, depending on how fast I can edit videos. But yeah, I think getting an extra hour in each day is going to be really useful. That's like 7. Well, I wouldn't work on the weekend maybe, but I'd get like an extra 5 hours minimum, like editing. So that would be really useful. So I'd like to do that more. But yeah, let me know what you guys think as well down below in the comments or something, or hit us on the socials where what you're struggling with, maybe productivity or maybe agreeing with us on the masturbation side of things, let us know. We'll be happy to read and reply. So yeah.
100%.
The last thing I've got here, Raf, that we should speak about is the death of George Floyd.
Yes.
Which was, of course, absolutely devastating. Absolutely
Very
devastating, of course.
Yeah.
I think that the reason it's in here is because obviously it's taken the world by freaking storm, man. And we're seeing like riots all over the world, where protests and.
It's crazy to think that even during the coronavirus pandemic, people still got like, of course they would, but like they've still got the adrenaline to like leave their house and do the riots and protests despite the whole.
Yeah.
It's
This
serious.
is what I wanted to speak about, because whilst obviously it is absolutely devastating what's happened, like it's third degree murder, in my opinion. It is third degree murder. I think first degree murder is where you actually have intent to kill the person before you actually kill him. So that's a third degree murder. Yeah, no. Right. What I was going to say was I don't think it's right, these protests, basically. I think we're in a bigger situation right now, which, we have a global pandemic. Like, again, whilst it is absolutely awful, in my opinion, the protest shouldn't be happening. I think, I can't remember who was saying it to me the other day. It made a good point. He was saying like it's an excuse for people to get out of the house, like all the pent up energy and rage, and they kind of look at this as like a way to get out and kind of express their anger. I don't know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, bro, come on, man. Like, we haven't even had the thumbs up to be like, you know what? Now there's no bans. You can go outside, but be wary. Like, people are going out fully bellied up, masks on, rioting. Police are enforced and like, fights breaking out, looting, bruv. People are looting shops. Like, they're jumping into shops, they're keying the doors and they're taking everything. Like,
yeah, this is what I'm saying. It goes back to what I was saying about like people are seeing it as an opportunity to just do this kind of shit. It's kind of like the London riots in a way. Like similar kind of aspect there. People are just looting and breaking shit, and
like it's not an excuse, but it's just like something that can be left in the background whilst another activity can take place. But it is very devastating to hear about what happened to George Floyd, and our condolences and thoughts are with your family, obviously. But it's just a bit like just come out of nowhere. Like 1 minute we're inside, we can't leave our houses because of a global virus, and now got people on the streets patrolling because of the death. Don't get me wrong, I hate racism. I completely I just don't like it at all. And like for someone that's gone through it before, like, with racist bullying and stuff like that, we'll probably elaborate that on another podcast. But like, I can understand people's frustration and rage. And like, I've got family members who are black and, they're fully campaigning against it and stuff. So I can see why they're so passionate about it as well, especially when we're talking about, what happened with history and, slavery and stuff like that as well. But it's not even a bit mad. It's incredibly mad, like what's going on.
Yeah, you're right. I think, again, especially during the pandemic that's going on at the moment. But again, let us know what you guys think too. What do you think about the whole situation? Is it right for people to be going out during a global pandemic? It'll be interesting to hear what you guys think. It was interesting to see what I was watching, the True Geordie's True News recently, and he was covering this topic too. And that police officer that actually did kill him, he had like 10 other occasions where, I can't remember what the exact phrase or word is to describe it, he went too far basically, and he got like 10 verbal warnings or something like that.
10? How could you get 10?
Yeah, it was 10. Yeah. The fact that the police didn't fire him earlier or do something about it, it puts,
big question mark.
Yeah, it puts a question mark over their sort of public service sector. Well, specifically police force. But yeah, obviously it's completely horrible, and God rest his soul.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to try and jump on another podcast for that, because there's quite a lot of thoughts that we can express about that. But we'll have a chat about that, of course. But yeah, definitely very sad indeed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I don't want to end on a sad note.
We'll end on a
nothing else these
positive.
notes.
Yeah, we'll end on a positive. First of all, thank you for all of the support you've shown us over the 1 year anniversary. That is miraculously today. If I didn't check that, we probably wouldn't have known about it. So big up yourselves. Big up
Yes.
Jay as well. Big up
Thank
you,
you,
bro.
man. You too.
Gaming, motivation, progression, 1 year. Like we said, we've got loads of different ideas ready. We're going to jump on Warzone later on as well. I'm going to shoot up some, I can't say the word, but we're going to shoot up some pagans. You know what word I was going to say. But it's been good. We just got to keep it up. And, we've got loads of ideas ready. We've got loads of different things we want to explore on Snippet, own channels, in person. Keep it all updated, innit?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm happy to end it there. If you got anything else to say? If you want to wrap this one up, Raf?
All good, bro. Have to say, nice one again. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, listening, whichever platform you're on. Be sure to leave the video a like if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends and subscribe if you're new. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, and
Website.
Music. Wait. Oh, wait, I said iTunes and Apple Music. Oh,
Yeah.
Same thing. And website, the website, cool. And we will keep you updated about the website. James is doing it the best as he can for his own ability and everything when we can.
I think we're just going to stay with the one that we have, to be honest. Maybe I'll get like a custom
It's in the
one out.
description. It's in the description. Don't worry. We'll leave all the other links to the videos that we were talking about today in the description as well. And apart from that, we hope you are staying safe. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace out, guys. God bless.
Peace.